The Miami Heat are entering a tricky phase of their competitive timeline in which they're tasked with remaining relevant, even good, while they wait and hope for a conventional superstar to shake loose. Bam Adebayo gets that there is no traditional safety net in place and wants the offense to operate accordingly. "We're getting up and down, playing faster," he said per the Miami Herald's Anthony Chang. "It's a no-hold style of offense. We're pushing the pace, moving the ball, and keeping everyone involved." The Heat are indeed playing at a dizzying pace so far. They are running not only after grabbing rebounds, but also following opponent makes. Their transition frequency is way up in the preseason relative to the past few regular seasons, and the absence of Tyler Herro has forced them to explore a more egalitarian dynamic in which they aren't overly reliant on any one player, including Adebayo. Norman Powell is perhaps the perfect example of Miami's New World Order. Instead of turning more ball control over to him amid injuries and a star ball handler deficit, head coach Erik Spoelstra has him operating as more of a perimeter play finisher. The role looks good on him because it has always looked good on him. More importantly, even as the offense struggles from a statistical perspective, the higher-octane pace seems like it'll eventually fit this iteration of the Heat's roster. Bam Adebayo is right about the Heat's offense. While the speed at which a team plays isn't perfectly correlated to offensive efficiency, it can help offset the absence of someone who breaks down set defenses at a high level. Running whether the other team misses a shot, makes one, or commits a turnover keeps opponents on their toes, and should carve out more opportunities in transition. These opportunities in transition are usually higher quality, particularly when it comes to attempts at the rim. Last year, the average half-court play yielded 0.978 points per possession. By comparison, the average fast-break play clocked in at nearly 1.26 points per possession. It isn't just about finishing in transition either. Prioritizing looks early in the shot clock or semi-transition goes a long way, too. The Heat posted an effective field goal percentage north of 63 last season early in the possession, defined as attempts coming with 18 or more seconds left on the shot clock. Their effective field goal percentage dropped to 54.6 with between 15 and 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Miami needs to keep this up after Tyler Herro returns. We can relitigate the Heat's approach to speed if their overall efficiency doesn't improve during or after the preseason. For now, it makes sense to follow through on Bam's vision. That includes when Herro comes back from ankle surgery. This might be easier said than done. Miami's transition frequency has dipped with Herro on the court through all but one of his seasons. Still, those were different rosters, many of which were headlined by Jimmy Butler, who preferred to operate inside the half-court later in his career. Plus, as noted above, this isn't just about the raw fast-break volume. It's about getting into half-court actions faster. Herro played last season like someone who can fit that mold. Even as the Jimmy Butler saga warped his time on ball, he proved that he could both rework a shot profile and move away from the actions. If he keeps that same energy this season, the Heat's superstar-less offense might just surprise a whole lot of people, maybe even Bam himself. The Miami Heat have officially taken a leap of faith by handing Nikola Jovic a 4-year, $62.4 million extension. They overlooked the fact that he's missed at least 36 games in each of his first 3 NBA seasons, thus prioritizing his potential by clinching his presence through 2030. There's undeniable risk involved in extending a player who has appeared in just 92 of his past 164 eligible games, but Jovic has quickly reminded the Heat of why they needed to do so. Jovic has excelled when healthy, utilizing his unique combination of size, skill, and efficiency to contribute positive minutes. Standing at 6 feet 10 inches, he's relatively uniquely comfortable with the ball in his hands, excelling as both a shooter and a playmaker. It's yet to be determined what type of ceiling Jovic has as a shot creator, but his efficiency from beyond the arc and proficiency as a passer make for an intriguing combination at his height. Jovic turned heads over the summer by shining with Serbia at Eurobasket. He averaged 12.8 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 2.2 assists while shooting 52.4% from beyond the arc. He also recorded a 20-point farewell outing during the Serbian squad's loss to Finland in the round of 16. Jovic has picked up where he left off during the 2025 preseason, most recently flirting with a triple-double that reminded Miami of a simple fact: he has a skill set they can't currently replicate. Nikola Jovic thriving in Eurobasket, preseason a promising sign for Heat. Jovic finished the recent clash with the Milwaukee Bucks with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals in 23 minutes of action. He shot just 3 of 7 from the field and 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, but his playmaking proved invaluable. Jovic fought off tight defense with perfectly placed passes to open shooters and acted as a unique bridge for the Heat's offense in transition. Jovic operated as a cutoff man would in baseball, taking long throws that were initially headed in the right direction and redirecting them to where they ultimately needed to be. He was feasting in transition in that regard, taking in passes and quickly turning them into feeds to the open man. Jovic was also active in setting screens, comfortable handling the ball and passing on the move, and crafty in the post with a beautiful finish that highlighted his advanced skill down low. It's a promising sign from a player who's already coming off of the best season of his NBA career. In 2024-25, Jovic averaged 10.7 points, 3.9 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.8 steals, and 1.7 three-point field goals made in 25.1 minutes per game, shooting at a clip of .456/.371/.828. For a Heat team that lost sharpshooter Duncan Robinson to free agency and runs its offense with less than traditional facilitators, Jovic's skill set is tailor-made for them. Jovic's ability to field passes in transition and make quick decisions on the move should help Miami pick up the pace and convert efficient opportunities. His post-scoring, playmaking under duress, and three-point shooting should check key boxes as well. With on- and off-ball value that's rounding into form at just 22 years of age, Jovic is quickly justifying the risk involved with a 4-year extension. The Miami Heat are usually hesitant to make giant moves, even for big-time players. Fans have tried to be patient as they've watched Pat Riley and his staff remain mostly still during numerous trade deadlines and off-seasons. A new report from Barry Jackson says that the Heat would have tried to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo if he attempted to leave the Milwaukee Bucks. However, they were not willing to offer absolutely everything and everyone for him. If Antetokounmpo had asked out, the Heat was prepared to make an offer that did not include Bam Adebayo, according to a source. But it's unlikely any such offer would have been seriously considered, Jackson said. The Bucks won't be willing to cut ties with Antetokounmpo unless they receive an offer that blows them away. They know that he's a once-in-a-generation star who is worth a lot, and a deal that doesn't feature Adebayo probably wouldn't cut it. Perhaps they didn't think acquiring Antetokounmpo wasn't really possible, or maybe they have other plans, but the Heat's potential deal wouldn't be mouth-watering for Milwaukee. More reporting has come out that suggests Antetokounmpo and his management are contemplating moving during the season, which means the Heat could get another chance to trade for him. If that happens, they will have to throw a lot more at Milwaukee. Over the last few years, the Heat have been attached to players like Damian Lillard and Kevin Durant, but they have never been able to seal the deal and make a trade happen. If they want to actually land a huge name, they will need to rethink their approach.